This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Hey Epic Crafters, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to turn this into this.
Boba Fett gauntlet using only cardboard and paper.
Hey, I'm Raphael. I used to work in the movie industry as a professional Steadicam operator until I discovered that I could make pretty much any of the movie props I'm so passionate about using only that. But making movie props out of cardboard wasn't good enough.
That's not good enough!
I wanted to make them as screen accurate as possible, but that was still not good enough.
Not enough.
So I decided to create this YouTube channel where I show you how to make them step by step with templates so that you can make them yourself at home even if you're not a professional prop maker like me.
That's good for me.
So if you are new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next epic build with cardboard. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the very impressive Boba Fett gauntlet using only cardboard, paper, some glue and a few simple tools. And of course, you'll find the complete list of everything I used in this video in the description box below, as well as all templates necessary for you to make it yourself at home.
You can make it.
And now let's dive right into the tutorial.
The first thing to do is cutting out the templates that you'll find in my shop in the description box below. Next, glue them on your pieces of cardboard using a regular glue stick like this one. Afterwards, using a precision knife, a box cutter or very sharp scissor, cut out the pieces.
I'm expecting precision here.
You'll have to do that for all the following pieces of this tutorial. First, cut the pieces from the templates 1 and 2, glue them together on this edge here and here. To do so, I used a cheap 15-watt hot glue gun. Next, round the piece in the direction of the corrugations.
Smash.
To end up with a curvy shape like that. Next, cut the piece number 3, put some glue on this edge, and glue it on this edge on the piece number 1. For this one, pay attention to glue it in an angle like that. Cut the piece number 2, and glue it on the piece number 1 base that way. In an angle as well. Cut the piece number 4, fold it right on the line here. To do it properly, don't hesitate to help yourself with a ruler. Glue that part on the inside edge over here. And the other side on the opposite edge the same way. And glue this edge as well.
Question of the day: what prop from the Book of Boba Fett show would you like me to make in a future video? Tell me in the comment section below.
Cut the piece number 6. Glue it over here. Then cut the piece number 5. Give it a light curve. Glue the top of it on the piece number 6 here, and the rest of the piece in the inside over here. To end up with something that looks like this.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Cut the piece number 7 from the template number 4 and of course fold it on the lines. Glue this notch and glue it on the top of the piece number 6 right here. To close this opening, cut a thin piece of cardboard and glue it inside. Cut the piece number 8, fold it in the direction of the corrugations, glue the top of it right here on this edge, put the lower part of it in the inside, and glue this edge here. Cut the piece number 9, fold every lines, and glue the notches here and here. Then glue it on the back of the gauntlet in the middle right here. Flush with this edge. Cut these 4 pieces from the template number 5 and glue them here on top of each other following the number order. Next, cut the piece number 14, fold it on the lines, and glue these edges together that way. And glue it on the side of the gauntlet over here. Cut out a small square of cardboard and glue it on the top over here.
Don't forget that all the templates that you need to make this gauntlet yourself at home are in the description box below, as well as the tools and products that I use.
You said that already!
Now you can start the second gauntlet. First, cut the piece number 1 from the template number 6, fold it on the line. Next, cut the piece number 2 and remove the first layer of corrugations from the squares here. To do so, use your precision knife. And then round it in the direction of the corrugations. And glue both of them on this edge here. Cut the piece number 3 and glue it on the edge of the piece number 2 right here. And glue this edge inside here. To end up with something that looks like that. Cut the piece number 4, fold it on the lines, glue these 2 notches here and here, and glue it on the side of the gauntlet flush with these edges here and here. Next, cut the piece number 5. As usual, fold it on the lines and glue the 2 ends of it together. Then glue it in the inside of the piece number 4 here, that way. Cut the piece number 6, fold the lines and glue these notches here and here. And glue it on the back of the gauntlet over here, flush with this edge here. Now cut the piece number 9, cut out the first layer of corrugation from this rectangle and bend the line here. Then glue it underneath over here that way. Cut the piece number 7, fold the line, and glue it over here. That way. Cut the piece number 8 and glue it on top of it here.
As you probably guessed, I already made the rest of Boba Fett's armor. And of course, I linked all of these tutorial videos in the description box below.
Bend the piece number 10 in the direction of the corrugations. And glue the two edges together. So that you end up with a kind of tube like that. Cut the piece number 11 and wrap it around the piece number 10 over here. And glue the piece number 12 on the other side of it the same way. Cut the piece number 13 and wrap it around the piece number 12 here. Using several boxes type of cardboard, cut the piece number 14, give it a light curve with your fingers, and glue the two ends of it together. And glue it here. Using the same thin uncorrugated cardboard, cut the piece number 15, cut out all the circles, with your fingers make it curvy, and glue the two ends together. Fold all the tabs toward the inside, and glue all the notches, and glue it on the top of the tube you made before, right here. Cut another piece of cardboard the same size as the piece 11. Remove the first layer of cardboard on one side. And wrap it around the piece 11. To have something that looks like that. And then glue it here in the middle. Glue the piece number 16 on the side of it here. And the reversed one on the other side. Then cut the piece 17, remove the first layer of corrugations on the patterns with your precision knife, and glue it over here.
Also, if you feel like you could use more extended visuals about a specific part that I might have shown a little bit too fast, I want to let you know that I also recorded the entire construction from start to finish, and I made a very long time-lapse video available for the members of this channel down in the description box below.
Next, cut a piece of cardboard that looks like that. Smash the corrugations to make it more malleable. Apply some white glue on it. And wall it up tightly with your fingers. To end up with a tight wall like that. Wrap another small piece of cardboard around it right here. And a second one on the back here. Cut a small circle like that and glue it on the tip here. And glue it in this hole here. Make another one exactly the same way and glue it underneath. Make another wall like that and use it to make the small details on the gauntlet. Make another thick roll like that, wrap a piece of cardboard on one of the tip, and glue it here. And glue another small roll over here. Make another roll that looks like that, and wrap a small piece of cardboard on one of the tip on the edge. And glue it inside the piece number 5. Make another one exactly the same way and glue it underneath, that way. Make another thick roll like that, carve one tip of it with your precision knife, end up with something that looks like this, and glue it on the tip here, that way.
By the way, have you ever thought about drawing your own comic book? Well, I have. And what if I tell you that you could learn the basics of making your own comic books in just a few hours? Well, I want to let you know that I found a great class to do exactly that on Skillshare.
In this 30-minute class, master writer and artist Phil Jimenez shares his visual storytelling process on over 2 decades working with DC and Marvel comics. You learn how to translate a comic script into a sketch, use references to inform your drawings, communicate action and drama in a panel-by-panel format. This class is perfect for artists, writers, creatives and everyone who wants to own their visual storytelling skills, and no previous drawing experience is required, guys.
So if you don't know a thing about drawing, this course is still for you.
Other than that, Skillshare is a huge online learning community full of inspiring classes for creative people like you and me. It offers countless hours of educational content on drawing, of course, but also painting, clay sculpting, illustration design, photography, video editing, productivity, lifestyle, you name it, they have a course for it.
So if you'd like to support me and this channel and would like to give it a try, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Just click the first link right there in the description box below.
Next, make a mix of white glue and water.
What the hell are you cooking?
Then tear pieces of a brown cardboard paper, the same kind you receive within your Amazon deliveries, and soak them in the mix of white glue and water. Remove the surplus of liquids with your fingers and apply it on the entire gauntlet. Don't hesitate to help yourself with a small tool like that to do the narrow areas. Also, as I forgot to put it in the template, make another holes here by removing the first layer of corrugations. Also, don't hesitate to use the paper to close some areas like here. I used grey paper to do the barrels here, the pad here, and the front and the back of the rocket as well. Next, using this same grey paper, make several smaller rollers. First, roll the paper with your fingers that way, and soak it in the same mix of wood glue and water. Let it dry, and carve one tip of it with your precision knife. Take your white gauntlet and make 4 holes here with a small tool.
I drill small holes.
And glue these small rollers into these holes. to end up with something like that. Make another one the same way but a little bit thicker, smash it slightly to make it oval, and cut several slices from it. We're gonna use them to make the buttons on the dial pad. And use the rollers you have left to make a few more details on the gauntlet. That way. Next, using a regular pencil, darken some areas of your gauntlet. And then apply 2 layers of glossy varnish on the entire constructions.
I'm pretty pleased with it. So all you need to make this gauntlet yourself at home are this tutorial and the templates that you find in my shop in the description box below. Now if you want to learn how to make the rest of the armor with cardboard, like his helmet, the shoulder pieces, the chest plate and more, click this playlist right here, and of course subscribe if you are not already and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now the cut sentence to put in the comments to confuse everybody who didn't get this far into this video is cut. I don't want your armor. I want my armor.